All right, so in this video, we're going to actually be editing this website we have here to match your brand. All right, and we intend to, build a brand which we have called Bola Fashion or Bola Fashion Store. So we're going to try to customize this. Let's assume we have a brand called Bola Fashion. So we're going to try to customize this website we have in front of you to match that brand. All right. So to start customizing this website, it's very important we understand the concept of how a website works. So we have certain elements in the website that are general for all of the pages. All right. Such that when you fix that once, you don't have to go ahead and fix it on every other page. So what I mean is, like, this is the home page. So if we go to another page, probably we go to the My Account page or to the blog page or to any other page, we'll see that this header does not change. All right. So what that means is once we edit an item on this header, we do not need to actually edit it for every single page. So there are general elements for the website. All right. So we'll go ahead and try to fix those ones first. Once we do that, then we can go ahead and start fixing the elements for individual pages. All right. I hope that makes sense. All right. So to get started is that, first thing we want to do is actually fix our logo. We want to change this from this, Mizak logo. We want to put in our Bola Fashion logo. All right. And if you have a logo, you can actually, because as you can see, this background is a colored background and the text here is white. So if you have a white logo, that would work fine. All right. That would be design centric. So for this Bola Fashion, I haven't created a logo. So I just wanted to walk you through how you can easily get a logo for your brand if you don't have one, or if you have one, but it's not as professional enough. Because the goal here is how you can do all of these things without needing the help of a professional website designer, like I said earlier. Right. So to do that, we use a software called Canva, and it's very easy. Just go over to canva.com. So Canva is an online-based, a web-based application for making designs, and they have done it specifically for brands. So you want to make a logo, you want to make an Instagram post, or you want to make banners for your website, you can do all of those things with Canva. All right. So to get started, you just need to go ahead and sign up for free. Actually, they have a free account, which I think would work for what you are trying to do. All right. So in this case, I have an existing account. So I would log in to my account. All right. So I'm logged into my Canva account. All right. So what we want to do is actually create a logo for our fashion store. To do that, I'll just come over here and search for logo. All right. So I can call it clothing logo or just actually logo. So, and they have lots of templates. You can just, choose one to work with. You understand? These are very beautiful logos. Some are pro. You need to have the pro subscription to be able to access those logos. You understand? So, but in this case, we are working with a free account. So we have to look for one that doesn't have this crown image in front of it. There are actually many nice designs that are actually free, or it doesn't have to be the pro designs alone. So it depends on the kind of style we are actually looking for our brand. All right, so I just want to get something that works for this tutorial. Okay, let me filter and say free. So I want it to show me only the logos that are free and apply. So it's to show me the ones I don't need to pay. So we call the brand Bola Fashion. Let me see. I can use this. I can just decide to use this. And this is just for this tutorial purpose. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and edit this. We're going to have a black logo and the white logo. All right. So we can decide to change the color. first I'll call this Bola, Bola Fashion. And all right, and I'll call this maybe Bola Fashion clothing store. See, clothing store. Yes, yes. So something like this, I can go ahead and delete the second page. It's actually nice. This works as a logo. All right. And from the things we'll need, we also need an icon. Similar to what we have maybe here or here or here or on Canva, this count logo. So we need something similar to that. But if you notice our website here, we said we want like a white logo. So first thing is we duplicate this page and we can make the background. Let's say we're making the background black. We want to make this white. All right, so just give it white. And there's something outside of it. Let's make it white. All right, nice. Okay, something like this. This is very nice. So that's the first thing. Then we need to agree on the color we want to make our brand. All right, so the next thing we want to do is okay, let me just hit here and try to pick a color. So maybe something like this. We can use this color, and this is very nice. Let's see. So we can use this color. It's actually okay, but we'll need this code, the color code for the color, so that we can use it while editing our website. So just for us to note that. So that's the first thing. So the next thing we want to do is we want to export these things out. All right. So to export it out, the first thing is for this one. I think what I really need is the white one, because all of the logos that we are going to use on the website is just the white one. So I'm just going to export the second page only. So to do that, I'll come over to share. I'll come over to download and I'll make sure it is PNG. So I can say, I move just this page. Okay, it's done. And I'll say download. So it will download this file to our desktop. Yeah, that's it. So this file, this logo that we have here, if we want to use it on our website, this orientation is a square logo. So what we have here is not a square logo. All right. So we need to do some editing. So to do that, you just come over to you come over to Photo P. All right. It's an online Photoshop, online photo editor that can give you all of the functionalities of Photoshop or even Corridor or Adobe. All right. So just close that and it will load the website. Okay. So this is Photo P. So Photo P would allow us to do some edits to our logo. So this is the logo here that is already downloaded. All I need to do is just drag it over here and it will load the logo. All right. So the first thing I want to do is just to copy it to just the logo, and we don't need these extra spaces. Okay. So to do that, I'll just come over to the left pane. You will see this crop tool, or you can hit C on your keyboard, anyone. So I just need to copy it this way. All right. And I'm saying, okay, that's what I'm able to do. And I'll come over here and say file, export as maybe JPG or PNG, and one. I can just use JPG. Then I'll say save. All right. So the next thing I want to do is want to replace this logo on our website with our newly created logo. All right. So to do that, we'll come to our dashboard, our WordPress dashboard, and come over to Portal. All right, because Portal is the theme that is used to develop this website. All right, so we'll come back to Portal and we'll say theme options, Portal and theme options. So let's click that. Okay, so what we need to do is then come over to logo, just by the side panel, just hit logo, and then we can replace this logo with our website logo. All right, to do that, we'll say let's remove this one and upload our newly designed logo. It is our logo. So once upload that to our website, just select. So it's to upload the logo and make sure you just hit save changes here. So next, if we come over here and we load our website, we can see that the logo has been replaced with Bola Fashion Clothing Store. But this doesn't look good because the background is still blue. I want it to be something like this to match with our brand. And that was why I said we'll need the code for this. If you click on this background and you come over here, you click on this, you can see the code. So we'll just right click and copy this exact code. All right. And the next thing we want to do is while you hover around this header, you'll see this edit header, this pencil icon, edit header. And it will only show as long as you are logged in to your WordPress dashboard. All right. So maybe you go to another browser and you visit your store. This wouldn't show because it won't show to your customers. But once you are logged into your WordPress dashboard, it will show for you. Come over to header, edit header, and let's click on that. And it will load a page builder we call Elementor. So Elementor is a very good page builder that we are going to be using to edit all of our websites. So it's drag and drop. We just click and we edit what we want to edit. Okay. So we can see that this is just loading the header. All of the website body is not there because this header, once we fix anything here or we change anything here, it changes for the entire website. All right. So this is the first row or the first section. This is another section. Okay. So you do not want to make edits on the layout or on the structures of things. No, it's drag and drop, but you can easily mess things up. So what you just have to do is change only the color, all right, and the text. Probably you want to change the phone number, you want to change the promo text, and then that's it. Apart from that, I urge you not to change anything, except if you are proficient in using Elementor or you have deep knowledge of website design. If that is not the case, just come here, change the logo, save and leave, so you don't mess things up your website. Okay, to change the color of this, you can actually just come over here, click on these three dots, and you'll see layout, style, advanced. Don't edit any of that. Just come over to style. You'll see the option to change the color. All right. So if you click here and you choose a color, it will change the color for this section only. All right. If you click here and you decide to change the color for this section only. But we don't want to be going through that. We want to just have a place where you can change the color, and you want to change the brand color and to change all of the brand color for the website. So to do that, we use something that is called global colors. And to get there, you just click on these three bars. So you come over to site settings. So you see global colors. So you just click global colors. So you can see the primary color here. So this primary color here is what you want to change to your brand color. Remember, we already copied the color from here, the color code. What I did, if you can remember, is come here, click here, and copy this. All right. So come over to where we are editing it and just paste it here. Can you see that the color is now our brand color? All right. So that being done, you can update. All right. So if we go to our website, we'll see that the header color has changed, and that is our It's the same thing with the footer color. So we have changed the brand color. All right. So there's another place we need to change the brand color because there are some settings that we do in these theme options that will change some of the brand colors. So we just come over to skin and theme color. So the primary color here, so you want to come over here and paste that, all right, and save changes. So that's all you have to do. So that being said, we want to now go over and continue to edit some of the elements of this header. Okay, we're not done with the header because this definitely is not your phone number. You want to put your phone number here. You want to, change this text to what suits you and whatnot. So to do that, once you're done with this, you want to close this. Make sure you close it. If you don't close it, you won't be able to edit anything on your header. Let's start with this text over here. Free shipping on all Lagos orders. Just click on it. Once you click on this text, you will see a pencil icon. You can click on the pencil icon or just click on the text. So if you come back to the left pane, you will see the text here. So you just leave the settings. Don't decide to change the size or anything except if you're an expert. All right, because basically what we have here works for you. Free shipping on all Lagos orders, you might want to change this to maybe on all Abuja orders or something. Whatever works for your brand, you understand? Or maybe Lagos and Abuja orders. Or whatever you want to put there. It's just the text. All right. So the next thing is you want to edit this phone number. We fixed this. You want to edit this phone number. So to do that, the same thing, you just click on this phone number, or you can click on the pencil icon here. All right. So you can just look for where the phone number is. The subtitle is what we used to put the phone number. So let's say your phone number is 003 333. Anyhow you want to do it, or you want to have +234 +234 803. Anyhow you want to do it, or whatever text you want to put there. All right. Or if you want to make this instead of colors now, you have to say WhatsApp. Maybe you say WhatsApp or anyhow, whatever text you want to put, but this just has to do with the phone number text. All right. So I will just use call us now, and I want to put phone number. Let me just use 0. All right. So okay, nice. Okay, perfect. So now that we have fixed the phone number, we have fixed a couple of texts, I think that we are good to go. So this one here, the social links, we are going to edit it, not here, but from the theme option. Don't forget to update your website. Once you update it, you can come over here and check your updates in real time on your website. So you can see that the phone number has changed and the text has changed. All right. So one thing we might want to maybe edit something. So okay, I think it's actually good. We're actually fine with that. So the next thing I want to do is these social icons are not linking anywhere. So you want it to link to probably your social media pages. So to do that, you come over to theme options. All right. So you come over to 1 second, header and social links. Okay. Under the theme options, don't forget to get to the theme options. You come over to portal, just over the portal menu and say theme options. So from the theme options, you then come over to header and then say social links. Right. So there are so many options. So if you want to add probably you have Pinterest or YouTube or whatever you want. Anyone you don't have, just leave it blank. Let me delete everything. So let me just say, for instance, it's maybe Facebook. Our link is facebook.com/maybe Bola Fashion. If you actually Bola Fashion, I apologize for using a brand, but you can actually, we're not going to publish this, so you don't have any issue. All right. So if we do that and we save this, if I say save changes, you will see that you'll see that if I load the website, it's just Facebook that is showing up here. So if I come over here to the team options and I add, let's say a Twitter link, whatever is a Twitter link, maybe twitter.com/fashion. So whatever you have, whatever social media account you have that you are willing to share, the links with your visitors, just come over here, search for it and add. Like for instance, if you have TikTok, you should add for WhatsApp. This will only work for mobile. All right. So for let me see. For Skype, Instagram, let's get Instagram to use. Let me just paste this here. Say Instagram.com. Instagram.com/Polar Fashion things. Save the changes. Let's just assume that those are the ones we want to, add for this sample brand we are working on. So let me go ahead and load that. So you can see that the ones that we have added are the ones that are showing. So if we click any of these links, it will actually try to take us to that, maybe that Instagram account or that Facebook account or that, social media account. All right. So just to show that it works, you can see that it's actually trying to route us to that link. All right. So it's not available now. So you should replace it with your own page, with your own page address. All right. So that being said, we are done with the header. All right. So the next thing we want to do is come over here and edit the footer. All right. So the footer, just the way we did for the header, we'll do for the footer. All right. So to do that, since we're done with the header, you can close. You don't want to have too many Elementor tabs open, so you can close this edit header option. All right. So to edit the footer, the same way we did for the header, if you hover around the footer, you see this edit footer pencil icon. So you can right click and say open in a new tab. So we can still have our website open here. All right. You can see open in a new tab. Okay, nice. So this is the footer. So whatever you edit here, you would show live on your website. All right. So the contact info, you can put your address here by clicking it and changing this to whatever your address is. Your phone number, click this, change it to whatever your phone number is. Your email address, click this, put your email address here. Your working hours, if you want to include it, nice. If you don't want to include it, you can actually just right click on the pencil icon and hit delete. All right. So this is delete over here. Just right click, you can see delete. If you delete it, it will go. All right. So I'll undo that by pressing Ctrl Z on the keyboard. So basically, just the way we did for the header, you can come over here and edit the text that needs to be edited. All right. These are already links that link to other pages on your website. So it's better you just leave them as is. But if you really want to edit them, you come over to the pencil icon. Okay. You can duplicate, you can turn off a link. If you want to link to another website, you can do that here. That's if you know how linking works. So basically the way linking works, if you look at this about us, if I click on this about us, you can see the link. It links to, this is the link to the about us page. All right. So to get the link to any page, probably you want to add some other pages on your website. To get the link to any page, what you need to do is come over to your dashboard. To convert to your dashboard and come over to pages here. So from these pages, if we want to get the link to any page, these are the pages on our website. So if you want to get the link to any specific page on our website, you can just, for instance, to the blog page. So if you hover over it, just below it, you will see view. All right. So you can right click on the view and open it in a new tab, then copy the link directly. All right. Or you can just right click on the view button and say copy link address. All right. So let's assume we want to add blog to this option. So you can just say add item. You see it says list item, or you can actually just even duplicate this last one. Just hit this duplicate button, and from this my account you can just say maybe blog. All right. So you can see that this says blog. All right. Then the link, instead of my account, you delete it and paste the link you have copied. All right. That way it will link to your blog. So if you update this and you come over to our website, we load it, and let's scroll down, we'll see that we have the blog link, which you can click and will take us to our blog page. All right. So we hope you are enjoying it so far. We hope you're enjoying the lessons so far. And like I said, if you have any challenges as you are trying to implement this, feel free to send your questions in the Facebook group. We'll try our best to answer your questions as much as possible and assist however we can. All right. So after doing that, the next thing you want to do is we have edited the header, or we have edited the footer. All right. So the next thing we want to do is actually edit the page content. So edit the home page, just come over this edit with Elementor button and right click and open in a new tab. All right. So we're done with this footer. We want to go ahead and close that. All right. So once this loads, then we can begin to edit our main home page. All right. So just like we did for the header, you want to just edit the elements, maybe the individual element that has been designed. You just probably want to edit the text, the image, or to change the image, but do not try to restructure, probably saying you want to put the menu at the right, or you want to do this, you want to do that. You would mess up the website, except if you have experience using Elementor as a page builder. All right. So I can't overemphasize that. So the first thing we want to do is these top categories, you might not, let's assume we're just like this sample, we're a fashion store. We are definitely not selling electronics or gifts or home and garden or music or sports. All right. So to do that, this is actually a menu. We'll come back to editing it. All right. So I'll show you exactly how you can edit this menu, or how you can restructure this menu over here. Probably you don't want to add the logout button here. You can actually take it off. I'll show you that later in this course. All right. So let's focus on editing the physical content of this page. Okay. So this says find the boundaries, post through, whatever you definitely don't want to have that there, or you might decide to leave it there. But if you want to change it, just click on the text and you see the text here. You can decide to change it to anything you want. All right. So you can decide to just maybe say Bola fashion represents, I don't know, whatever suits you. So you can say, instead of summer sale, you can call it anything you want. You know, it's your brand. You have the flexibility, and that's why this is amazing for you. Just come over here and edit it to whatever you want, or whatever is trending in your brand. You understand? If you are doing winter sale, let's assume you are doing a winter sale, you can just come over to it and say winter sale or clearance sale. Clearance sale, all right? So up to maybe 50% off to brand, whatever you want to use. You can say starting at, this is 25,000 naira. So if you want to edit this, this is a bit tricky. You can see that if you click on the pencil icon, you can see some codes here. Don't get scared. All you need to do is just edit you can see the 25,000 naira written in there. So whatever you change this to, this will change to it. So we can change it to maybe 5,000 naira, for instance. All right. If you don't want this 99, you can just remove the 99. All right. So it's your brand. It's your however way you want to structure your brand, you have the freedom to do that. All right. So the next thing you might want to do is this get yours, this link to get yours. If you click on this button, you see that the link just says hash. That means not linking anywhere. So if probably you want to link it to your Instagram account, you can put your Instagram link, or you want to link it to a particular collection on your website, you can put the link to that collection on your website. All right. So I'll still walk you through the back end of setting up your product and how you can get the links to certain products or certain collections. So for now, I'm just going to leave that empty. All right. So that's this for this. And if you definitely might want to change this background, all right, to something that suits your brand. All right. So to do that, and don't forget to always hit update as you are editing one or two things on your website. Okay. So, all right. So if you want to change the background, this background image to probably something that is for your brand, all you want to do is the first thing you want to do is you need to understand the structure. And so you don't get confused, just come over here and click on the navigator icon here at the bottom left. So you see this navigator, you click on it. Then you would now see that this section, there's a main section here that houses two columns. This is one column, this is another column. All right. Don't get confused. There's a section that houses two columns. All right. So this column, this is one column, this is the second column. So this is the second column we want to deal with. But this column is a slider column. If you click on this slide, you see that there are three different slides in it. So, we have to edit the contents of each slide. All right. So if I click on this first, we're still editing this first slide. Okay. So this first slide is under this second column. We are under the second column. We have an inner section. Then we have three columns. Each of these columns here, each of these columns represents a slide. So if I turn this off, and I turn this off, and I turn this off, you see that we don't have it anymore. But if I turn this on, that's for this first slide. I turn this on, the second slide, and I turn this on for the third slide. All right. So for this first slide is what we want to work with. We want to edit the background of this first slide. So I'll click on this column. Then I'll come over to style. All right. Just click on the style and you can see the background. All right. So if I want to change this background to a background that will suit my brand, I can click on this choose image. And then I can choose to upload another background that suits my style. But what I strongly advise is if you are changing or you are replacing an element in this template, make sure you are replacing it to something with the same size. In this case, this existing background is 835 by 415 pixels. All right. So what you then do is come over to, you can use Photopea or you can even use Canva. All right. So you can use Photopea for this. So you see file, new. So let's look at that size. The size is 835 by 415. So I'll say width 835, height 415. All right. I'll say create. Okay, this is the exact size of the background. So to get an image that you use, you might already have an image that you already use for your brand. But if you don't, an easy way to get image is to come to a website called Pexels, PEXELS.com. All right. So Pexels will give you free stock photos and even videos to use for your brand. They're all free to use. Okay. So you can come and search for fashion or whatever it is that your brand is all about. So once you search for that, you can choose to search for photos or videos. All right. So in our case, we are searching for fashion photos. So it's still loading. All right. So it's loading up some content. Okay. Which is nice. Probably if you're a black, like for a Nigerian brand, you want something that looks, like a black model. That looks like a Nigerian model. So you can decide to use something like this, and then you have to consider the kind of text that will stay on it. Okay, so if you are using a color, you can't use something that is bright. That's this text wouldn't be readable. You can see that they have that the existing one has an image, the picture here, and a free space for for the text. All right, so we have to consider that while choosing photograph that we want to use for our brand. Okay. You can keep scrolling, or you can actually decide to even, you can say black fashion. Let me see. I think this is actually nice. Let's try this out. So I need to just click the download button. All right. So it has downloaded. The next thing I want to do is just come over to Photopea and drag this image over here. Okay. So once it's dragged, we can see that the image is a different size from what we need. So we just need to, scale it up to the size that we want. Okay. So then we'll just drag this down. Okay. Depending on how we want it, and maybe do something like this. Okay, just do this. All right. So once we are done, you want to come over to File and say Export as JPEG. Say you can save it as anything you want, maybe one, and save. Okay. So the next thing, let's go back to editing our own page. Like I said, you click on this column, come to the style, and then under the image tab, you want to click on this this image. Okay. So let's click on that, upload, select file. So we want to select that banner we just created using Photopea. Okay, so it's done uploading. I'll click select, and then we can see that it has been replaced with the image we want to use. Okay, this is not bad actually. It's not actually bad. This works. Okay, so you can test out some images and see that okay, this is not too good. Okay, you can check out other ones. You can check out other free images to use. Not only Pexels, there's some other there's some other websites you can get free images. You can actually just check out Google. Maybe you see something you want. Or if you actually have professional photo shoots done by your brand, or previous images you have, you can decide to use that. And that being said, to edit the second and the third slide, just click on this round dot here. It take us to the second one, and click on the round dots to take us to the third one. Okay, the same process we did to edit it, probably up to 70%. We want to say up to maybe 50%. 70% is too much. 50% off, new arrivals, blah blah blah, update. Okay, so it would actually update that. Okay, so and if you want to change the background image, just like what we did, we come over to the navigator and would click on the column, come to style, and actually change the image. It's going to be the same size like we did for the first slide. Okay, so I will just leave the first slide. If you don't want maybe multiple slides, I just fine with one slide. Okay, you can go ahead and delete these other columns by right clicking and saying delete. Okay, you see that it has deleted that. I'm just going to undo this by pressing Ctrl Z. If you make a mistake and you want to undo it, just press Ctrl Z. All right. So that being said, probably you want to change this button too. You click on edit. Okay. So maybe you want to say each sale or shop, whatever, anything you want. Okay. You can edit it and change the text. Maybe you can say live sale or flash sale, 70% off. And the link, like I said, if you want this to link to a page, just like I showed you, go to pages, you right click, you copy the link address, and you come over here and paste the link here. Or if you want it to link to a particular product, I will show you how to do that later in this course. Okay, so that's done. The same way, if you want to edit this text, and we have free shipping and return. Let's assume you don't offer free shipping. You want to say maybe easy shipping or fast shipping and return. You can click on this pencil icon. All right. Look for where it says free shipping. I can just maybe change it to fast shipping and return, or super fast shipping and return. Anyhow, whatever you want to put there. If you want to change this icon, you can see this icon here. You click on it, you will see a whole lots of icons. Okay, so depending on what you want to do, what you're trying to edit, just click any one and click insert to change them. The same way for this, the same way for this. So the same way we edited this is the same way we edit all of these items here. So let's assume you want to edit these items here. Probably this is not what you're selling, which is most likely to be the case. Let's assume you're selling a shoe, okay, and want to change this. Okay, what we need to do is, like I said, you click on the navigator. If you click on this column, it will take you to the particular column that has this ad. Okay, if you want, you can leave this ad. If you don't want, you can choose to delete it, or anyhow, it's up to you. But I advise you not to go ahead and delete it. So you can find things to want to actually advertise on your website, so everything can be, nice looking like we have here. Because if you decide to want to be changing the layout, there's a lot of work that's going to try to, make the layout like this. So if you try to change it, you can mess things up, probably deleting a section you're not supposed to delete and finding it difficult to recover all of these things. So you want to just be sure of what you are working with. Okay, if I click on this, if I turn this column off, okay, definitely this is what I'm working with. All right. So if I click on this column and I come back to the style, this is not what to change the background. So I'll open this column and I come back to the style. 1 second. This inner section. Yeah. Okay. So for this is actually just the inner section. So you just keep checking it. This column houses all of this. If you open the column, you have an inner section that has this image. Okay. So if you come over to portal additional settings, right? Once you see this image, then you know that, okay, this is what I will use to change the background image. Okay. Sometimes if you check that and you don't see it, you can come back to the style like we did for this. If you don't see it there, probably you're not selecting the right element. All right. So, but in this case, it's just this inner section. Come back to additional settings, then you can choose to change the image. Like we did the other time, this image is 265 by 290 pixels. All right. So let's assume this is a shoe we're trying to display here. 265 by 290 pixels. Let's come back to photo P, file, new, 269 by 290 pixels. I'll hit create. All right. So we have the blank canvas here. So to now have, if we look at what is here, we see that we have the product just by the side and the text over here. So maybe we want to put the shoe we are trying to sell here. I don't have a shoe I'm trying to sell, so I'm just going to Google something like that. Maybe ladies shoe. Just Google that. And I would convert images. All right, so let's look for just something to use. I don't know. I'm not the latest fashion kind of guy, so I don't know what actually makes sense, to be honest. But let me look for something with white background. Forgive me if I choose something very ugly. It's just for the sake of this tutorial. So let me just copy this and I'll come over to photo P and I'll paste that. Okay. allow. Okay, so that's pasted that here. So I can move it maybe somewhere around here, similar to what we have here. If you notice, I'm trying to, not make too much differences between what we have and what we're trying to edit to. That way we won't run into too many problems. Okay. So I'll say file, export as JPG. I would say save. Okay, beautiful. Let me come over to uh, the media. So I'll come over to upload and I'll select the newly created image. Okay, and I'll see select. Okay, so we'll see that it has edited it to this show image that we have here. So I can come over here to this text and see 40% of whatnot. So if I want to edit that, I'll just come over here and see the 40. Maybe I would say it's 10% off. Okay. And the price, the original price is this. You want to maybe make it this. However, we want it to come and, change it. Maybe if it's 25,000, maybe the original price is 40,000, whatever suits you. You can now say stylish sandals. Maybe I'll just click this and say sandals. You see that you have unlimited options with this. So the same way you can come over here to edit this. You can probably want to put something else here. Maybe you have another product you're trying to sell. You can put that here. The same way we did it, you can go ahead and do that. Okay. For any of these items, you can click on the text, edit the text. To edit the background, you come over to the navigator and try to locate the particular element you're working on. So if I wanted to change this background, for instance, I'll click on this column. All right, this particular column. Let me just confirm that this is what I'm working. Okay, this is only for the left one. So that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this inner section. Okay, this inner section houses everything. So it is this background I want to change. I'll come over to additional settings and you see, boom, you can just change to anything you actually want. Okay, so let me just choose something at random so you see what I mean. Okay, let me just choose this image that I've used before. You can see that it has changed to this background, but this definitely is not good enough. I would advise you to use something similar to what is being used there. You can actually just look at the way it is and go to Photopea and create something similar and change that to your brand color. Okay. Okay, let me just do this for you so you see what I mean by that. Okay, let me just come over here. And if you want to access one of the images, an image that maybe you want to, if I want to edit this image and I want to use this particular image without downloading, let me just come over here. If you scroll down here, you see the file URL. You can copy the URL to clipboard, open a new tab, paste and go. So you can see this. So if I copy this image and I come back to photo, say new. All right. Automatically, it should bring in the file size as long as I've copied it. All right. So let me just say create and I'll say Control V. And you see it has brought that there. Okay. So I can now decide to edit it. Maybe first, this is not our color. I want to use our color. If you have knowledge of Photoshop, you can, be more creative. But if you do not have knowledge of Photoshop, you can just maybe, let's do something very simple. Click on this rectangle. You draw the rectangle over it. All right. So the color, we want to use the color of our brand. We copied it from here. Yeah, from Canva. Let's just copy it here. I double click on this layer here. I can paste the color here and say, okay, so it has brought our brand color. So if I just click out, and we see that it has our brand color here. Okay, so if you want to, you might not actually need this. So let me just create another rectangle over this and make it white. Okay. And instead of this color, make it white. And that's it. So, all right. So it depends on what you want to do, what you are trying to achieve. You can use photo P. You can just, it has very, very easy learn curve. You can check out tutorials online if you want to learn, and you can actually get someone to design it for you, or you can check out Canva. Canva has a lot of templates if you are open to using Canva templates. Okay. All right. So let's just export this and use it for that particular background. Okay, because we're trying to make the brand more customized to what we want. So let me just upload that just like we did for the previous sections. Can you see this is actually nice? Okay. All right. So, and there are many other things we can do. There are many other things we can do to customize this brand to be just like ours. Okay. So I don't, we have taken so much time trying explaining this, and that's because it's very key. You need to understand how to edit the content of your website. So one more thing I want to mention is this button part. Leave this part. I will show you how you can, edit a product. So just leave it as it is. If you come down just above the footer, you will see these logos. So if you want it, you can leave it. If you don't want, you can just delete the section. Or if you have brands, probably you sell Nike, you sell Adidas, you sell some other brands and you want to display it on your website, just click on it. You will see it says image gallery. Okay. So once you click on the gallery, you can see all of the images that are being displayed. So if you want to add more images to this, or you don't want to display this, probably you want to display just Nike, Adidas, and some, you can come over to select files. Okay. Then you upload the logo. But for now, we don't have those logos. So you can just come over to Google, google.com, and search for those logos. Then just search for Nike logo. You want to come back to images, and bam, you will see Nike's logo. Okay. So you can select it, download it, and decide to upload it on your website. Okay. So I don't want us to take so much time in that aspect. Okay. But okay, beautiful. Just to download this, you would right click and say save image as, and you can just save that to our website. So let me just upload for this and select browse and select this Nike logo. Okay. So once it's done, I can insert it to the gallery. So we can see that it's there. So you can see that this is not looking too good. And that's because the orientation of the logo itself is not in square. So if for this, the orientation of the logos has to be in squares. So let me just come over to Photo P and I will create a new file. So the width I can just say 150 by 150. If that is nice and square. So I can drag this Nike logo over there. Okay. So yeah, nice. I'll say okay. Then this background, I don't want this background, so I'll just click off this background. File, export as PNG, just to save that out. Okay. So let me come over here and replace this. Let me close this. Select files. Select this. I'll click on Insert Gallery. And you see that it's showing perfectly working. Whatever logo you want to display here, you can just come over here and add more logos if you're selling different brands. But it's possible you just sell, probably you're a fashion designer that you make a product you sell, so you don't need this section. You can just go ahead and delete this. Okay, there's one amazing thing again about this is that you might want to even add more features to your own page or to any page you are editing. And to do that, you can come over to this circle thing in here. Okay, you can come over here, or you can just hit this Photo Studio. So you will see a whole lot of sections that you can just add to your website. Okay, apart from maybe the existing one that we have done for you. if you maybe like to put in maybe something like this or something like this, depending on how your website is, you can just come over here and import it. Okay. So let's just do it quickly for something else. Let me see. But basically, I'm just mentioning this just for you to know that you have more flexibility with what you are working with. Okay, let me just import this. Okay, let me just import that. But you should know that you want to reduce the amount of content on your page as much as possible, so your website doesn't end up being slow. Okay, so it should have been done. I'll just click on close. So you can see it as imported beautifully. You can decide to change the text and change the image just like we have shown you earlier in this video. All right. So that being said, we can see that you have lots of customization options for your website. All right. So that is that about editing the home page of your website. So in the next video, we'll show you how you can then go ahead to customize other pages of your website. So currently, if you just reload this, you'll see that the changes you have made are now live on the website. So if you want to make other changes to this website, would probably for your blog page or your about us page or certain things like that. So in the next video, I will show you how you can go ahead and set that up.